Hey everybody, welcome to GMG Review. Today we are finishing up our reviews of Sand and Bone and the new spearheads that are in here with the Ogor Mawtribes Scrapglutt. Both a harder and less hard-hitting Ogor Mawtribes spearhead. And once again, combined with the previous spearhead that included your Ogor, I call them bulls. I think they're still called, no, gluttons is what they're called now. Your gluttons, a tyrant, a iron blaster, and some Mournfang cavalry. This one adds in the rest of the army that you didn't have, and some lead belchers. This one adds in the rest of the army you didn't already have. 8 iron guts, a scrap launcher, some Gnoblars, and a trapper. This is Hrothgorn from Warhammer Underworlds. So, man, what an army. A lot like the previous one, you're gonna have your units divided up into 2 iron guts, 2 iron guts, 4 iron guts, 12 Gnoblars, and a scrap launcher. Better late than never, 4 and 2 iron guts start the game off the board and arrive on round 3. The effect is, let's get stuck in, set up this unit wholly within friendly territory, wholly within 6 of a battlefield edge, and not in combat. So they can be close to the enemy. They have to be within 6 of a battlefield edge, though, and not in combat. So they do have a pretty decent threat range when they arrive, but being in your territory does limit what they can do a little bit. And so you're going to have multiple small units, a scrap launcher, 2 units of 2 iron guts, but you're going to start with 12 Gnoblars, a scrap launcher, 2 iron guts, and your Mantrapper. Now let's talk about him. He's got 7 health. He's not as tough as the Tyrant was. 5+ save and 5 control. He's got a gun though, Mantrapper crossbow, same as almost the pistols on the boss. 12-inch range, 2 attacks, 4s and 2s, rend 1, damage D3. And then his Frost Saber's fangs have 3 attacks, 4s and 3s, 1 rend, damage 1, and it's a companion, so the Frost Saber is actually a token. And then his Culling Knife, 4 attacks, 4s and 2s, rend 1, damage 1. His pass ability is staying useful. While any of this unit's Gnoblar or Frost Saber tokens are on the battlefield, they get a 5+ wards. This guy's got a ward save built in. Each time you make a successful ward roll from the unit, however, remove 1 token from the battlefield. If this unit's Frost token's been removed, you can no longer attack with it. So basically, you're going to remove, if you fail ward saves, you're going to remove Gnoblars, 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 well, Trap, Gnoblar, Gnoblar, then the Frostfang. And then no slacking in the hero phase. Pick a friendly infantry unit, wholly within 12, and on a 3+, add the result to the control score of this unit until the start of the next turn. So basically, you can make the Gnoblars less crap. And the iron guts too. You got your scrap launcher. It's a worse iron blaster. So it's got 9-inch move, 4+ save, 2 control, and 9 health. Does not do much in melee. The Ronex's sharp horns are the same, 2s and 4s, 2+, rend 1, damage D3 with companion. And then the Scrapper's Stabber, 7 attacks, 5s and 5s, 1 damage. But he gets piles of old scrap. He literally, it has crit auto wound, because the idea is it's just dumping garbage on you, but every once in a while that piece of garbage is like the broken handle of a sword that's just coming down from 50 feet in the air at you. 3d6 shots, 4s and 4s, damage 1, and crit auto wound. Rain of Scrap. Declare, pick any enemy unit that has any model slain by the shooting attack, subtract 1 from their hit rolls until the rest of the turn. So if you shoot somebody with this, they're -1 to hit. So it has a cool debuffing ability baked into the fact that it just has a ton of shots, 3d6 shots. Gnoblars, the definition of terrible. Goblins that other goblins beat up. Their champion is just 2 Gnoblars standing on top of each other, one of whom's legs got snacked on by an ogre. 1 health, 1 control, 6+ save. They can shoot sharp stuffs. They shoot 8-inch range, 4s and 5s, 1 damage. They just throw garbage at you. And then a motley assortment of weapons, 1 attack, 5s and 5s, 1 damage. But they have end of any turn, no shortage of volunteers. Return D3 models to the unit at the end of any turn. So guys just come back and they have reinforcements. You are pretty much always going to have Gnoblars on the table. And then finally, Iron Guts, 4 health, 5+ save. I'm surprised they didn't get 4+ saves. I thought they might with the heavy armor. 2 control, and then they've got Iron Gut weapons, 3 attacks, 4s and 2s, 2 rend, and 3 damage. Again, they hit like a ton of bricks. But the 2-man units can potentially do 12 damage. And then down to the Iron Guts, the effect is ignore negative modifiers to their control score. They always have 2 control. So, like I said, a variation between super elite and not super elite. You start with 2 of these guys, you have 6 more coming later on, and then a lot of filler to move around the table and hold objectives. Your regimental abilities you can choose from. It's a hard life. I can hear the Annie music right now. Pick a friendly Gnoblar unit within your general's combat range to be the target. D3 on a 2+, heal X on your general, where X is equal to the roll, and 1 model in the Gnoblars unit is slain. Your general can just eat Gnoblars to get health back. It makes me so happy. Absolutely take that one. I don't even care what the next one is, but it's Frenzied Artillery. If the unmodified charge roll for a Gnoblar scrap launcher is 6+, add 3 to its companion weapons until the rest of the turn. So your Rhinox gets better. No way. Eat Gnoblars. Eat Gnoblars all day. If my scrap launcher's in combat, something's gone horribly wrong. And then my enhancements for the Hunter, I can have a reaction, you declare a fight ability. Savage Instincts, pick a friendly unit that has not used a fight ability this turn is within your general's combat range to be the target. The target being picked to fight again immediately after the fight ability used by your general has been resolved. So basically, sticking with the 2 Iron Guts, fight with your general, then fight with your Iron Guts right away afterwards. That is a great ability. And it's any turn, any reaction, you declare to fight ability with your general. You get to double fight with him all the time. And you can just reinforce new units of Ogres onto him to keep it happening. Such a cool ability. Nasty Trap, once per battle in your movement phase, pick an enemy unit within 12 of your general. Effect, give the target your general's trap token. I guess you keep it? Well, the target has a trap token. Each time the ability target is picked, you make a move or charge on a 4+. The move or charge ability has no effect and the trap token's removed. So once per battle, you can lock somebody and keep them from moving, which could be pretty powerful. Massive Bulk, +2 health, and then Veteran Hunter, once per battle in any hero phase. Pick an enemy unit within 12 of your general to be the target, and the effect is for the rest of the turn, add one of the Ren characteristics of your general's combat attacks to target that unit. So pick somebody and kill them real good, pin them down with a trap, get +2 wounds, or double fight. I think double fight is the clear winner here because you can also double that down by getting wounds back, which is like having 2 extra wounds. If you really want to keep him on the table, Massive Bulk and It's a Hard Life could make him very survivable with 9 wounds that you're getting back. But Savage Instincts, man. You fight, then your Iron Guts fight. That is a horrifying proposition because Iron Guts are so dangerous. Force and 2s, Ren 2, damage 3, yeah. Yeah, especially if you're next to the Icon of New Lamia and you decide you want to take a drink of blood. Well, I mean, it only shows up 1 in 6 times on one of the maps, but I do love that. Oh, no, sorry, actually, the Unholy Draft. The Unholy Draft could be all the time. The plus control scores the Icon of New Lamia. It's the Crypt of Blood. Yeah, chug blood, hit well. Get your Iron Guts chugging blood so you can hit on 3s and obliterate things with your 2s to wound, Ren 2, damage 3 attacks. So how does this differ from the other one? Well, you've got more disposable units. You got a big pillow unit in the form of the Gnoblars that's going to keep regenerating. And the Scrap Launcher does a lot of like ranged damage. It's not great in melee, but you can kind of stand off and shoot things until the Iron Guts show up. You're kind of just trying to hold on. That being said, the little Death Star of 2 Iron Guts with the Trapper is so dangerous, or the Mantrapper is so dangerous that I don't think anything's going to want to come near it. It will beat everybody up if it charges and fights. And once again, it's the missing models to basically double down the collection from the previous Spearhead. So I'm painting this one up right now. Well, I've already got most of it painted. I got to paint my Gnoblars and my Scrap Launcher. And then I'm ready to do some, after Bob finishes painting the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, we're getting ready to do some death-themed, whatchamacallit, Path to Glory, which can be really exciting. So I think going from Spirit to Path to Glory is kind of the natural progression here. So that's it, the last of our Sand and Bone reviews for today. But thanks for watching. Thanks, Ash.